Hi guys and ladies, almost 5 years ago I made a Brazilian fish stew called moqueca. It was so good. I'd like to make it again, and wouldn't it be great if we could catch a bluegill or two for the recipe? And the good news is the ice is melted and the boat is in the water and ready to go. The bad news is that it's raining, the water is muddy, it's freezing out there, and it's insanely windy. Let me show you, and then we'll try making a wonderful Brazilian dish. I'm gonna make my first cast right here off the dock. Oh no. Starting to rain. You know, most of the time, fishing is a pleasure. But there are some times when it's just snot. So he couldn't catch a fish out there. The weather was horrendous. But maybe next week, our weather and our luck will be better. Now, let's start off with a quick Brazilian rice to go with our moqueca. Oh yes, and for the moqueca itself, let's use these bluegill that I had frozen. Here's a recipe for Brazilian rice. I realize now it's not much different than anyone else's rice. Let's start out with a few tablespoons of olive oil. Now I'm adding onion. And look how lazy I am. These come already chopped from the supermarket. Lots of onion. Our onions are starting to turn brown. Now to further illustrate how lazy I really am, here are 2 heaping teaspoons of chopped garlic, diced garlic from the jar. Now it's time to add our rice. Not ordinary rice, you know me, it's got to be low carb, so it's cauliflower rice. 2 10-ounce bags going in. Here's an interesting factoid about rice. Rice expands to like 3 times its original dry weight. But cauliflower rice actually reduces to about 1/2 when you cook it. Let's let this go now for, I don't know, several minutes until it's soft. Here's about 3/4 teaspoon of salt going in. I said rice expands in weight. I meant in volume. And this cauliflower rice shrinks in volume. Let's cover it and it'll get soft faster. I'm just going to bowl up our phony bologna rice and I'm going to get on with the moqueca in the same skillet. I'm not sure how to do this. I have to make this onion into rings. Half rings. Let's go pole to pole. Yeah, that'll work. Well, I've got some vegetables all chopped up now, and look, coconut oil. Since this is a Brazilian recipe, I'm going to try using a few tablespoons of this. You could use olive oil, that's fine too. But you know, tropical. I'm going to put the skillet on low heat, dump in our onions, the peppers, and let them saute. I don't know, for about 6 or 7 minutes. In the meantime, I'm going to get our fish ready and our shrimp. Yep, this recipe includes shrimp. I've got 1 pound of kind of large uncooked shrimp. Please don't get cooked shrimp because these are so easy to cook yourself in this recipe. Here's our bluegill fillets. I've defrosted them and look, they look good. So I don't know, let's cut these into fourths. I think in Brazil they use piranha. I covered this to further soften the vegetables. Oh, good idea, Juanello. Look what I'm putting in. Diced tomatoes with lime juice and cilantro, because lime juice is called for anyway in this recipe. As I was saying, 1/2 of a lime. Further to limify it. Do you ever get a can of tomato paste and open it up and then only use 1 tablespoon? Well, that happened to me. So what I did is I put these little lumps of tablespoons on parchment paper, put them in the freezer, froze them up, and then when they were frozen, I put them in this bag, and now I have tablespoons of tomato paste. It says, stir in the coconut milk and tomato paste and return to a boil. Here goes the coconut. Here goes the tomato paste. Let's add a teaspoon of salt. Now some black pepper. Oh, this smells so wonderful, the coconut. It smells like I'm on the beach in Fort Lauderdale during spring break. Wow. Now, the shrimp and the fish, each a pound, going in. And I'm going to cook these for like 5 to 7 minutes until everything is opaque. And well, the shrimp have to be pink and the fish opaque. I'm done. Look, the shrimp is pink. The fish is opaque. I'm going to bowl this up now. Well, dinner is done and I'm setting the table. I should let you all know the famous celebrity restaurant and food critic, Miss Lulu Cheeks, is about to join me here for dinner tonight. And I'm thrilled. Although, not all is bliss with us. You see, we've been seeing each other for countless years. Yet she seems to have a negative view of marriage. Somehow I have to show her that marrying me would be the best for her. Here we are once again with the famous celebrity restaurant and food critic, Miss Lulu Cheeks. And thank you so much for joining me here at my lamentable, lackluster lake house. And you had a chance to slurp down my moqueca, which is Brazilian fish stew, and my phony bologna rice. And I'm anxious to know what you thought of them.
They were both excellent. The moqueca, or Brazilian fish stew, was very tasty. The shrimp and fish were done just right. The vegetables were very well prepared, and I enjoyed the rice. It had a nice variety of flavors.
You could get a little scent of coconut.
Yes, it was all very well done.
Thank you. Miss Cheeks, it's all right to call you Lulu now. Oh, thank you. I can understand why some people are reluctant to get married. You know, it's not easy. You have to deal with feelings.
Yeah, and later, lawyers.
Huh? Oh. Can I have a hug?